Apple WWDC 2025 Live updates iOS 26 and macOS 26 Tahoe announced with new design. Apple WWDC 2025 event live updates. The WWDC 2025 is just a few hours away from now, and the big yearly event promises more important updates and news for the fanboys. The company continues with its attempts to compete with Google and OpenAI in the AI arena, but its main focus could be aimed at new platform versions for iPhone, iPad, and Mac users. Reports say Apple is going to make one of its biggest changes in years with a new naming sequence for the OSs, starting with the iOS 26 version for iPhone users, and even make it macOS 26 for Macs, similar to Microsoft's year-based approach with Windows in the 90s. We also expect to see more product demos from the company as it looks to evolve with more hardware upgrades later this year. Apple also needs better ecosystem products to appeal to more developers and get them to design apps that work across its products. WWDC 2025 promises to have some surprises, some usual affairs, and Tim Cook being on the stage to welcome the world to the new updates is one of them. The big keynote starts at 10:30 p.m. IST, and you can catch up on the live stream via Apple's YouTube page or events page. However, we are also here to help you with all the WWDC 2025 updates that Apple is going to announce and showcase later this evening. So, tighten your seatbelt and tune in for some WWDC action. Tim is back to round up the big WWDC 2025 keynote announcements and get everyone excited for what the new versions will be bringing to the users later this year. That's it from us. Thanks for tuning in for the keynote. Stay tuned for all the new features and highlights from the event. Apple says iPadOS 26 brings new design changes to the lock screen and the home screen. You can even enable Apple AI to charge up your shortcuts. And you get a new way to multitask on the iPad, which should have been there for years but is finally coming in 2025. It lets you resize the apps and have multiple apps placed on all parts of the display. Apple is bringing Vision OS 26 version to the Vision Pro headset, which also borrows the liquid glass design and improved widget support that is more immersive through the headset. And there is also new features for the Photos app and web browser using the spatial scenes. macOS 26 Tahoe is also getting the liquid glass design overhaul like the iOS 26 update. Apple is also making Spotlight more enhanced with Apple AI and bring continuity with the phone app and live activities as well for your food orders or Uber from the iPhone. And you can even change the color of the folder and add a unique identity for the important folders. tvOS 26 is also getting a new code with the liquid glass design, which focuses on giving you an easy and immersive experience on the big screen. And the browsing changes also have been enhanced for the users. There are new profile toggles so that you can continue watching the shows. The new liquid glass design is coming to the Apple Watch as well. You get new AI-powered Workout Buddy along with other health-centric features. And Apple is now letting you use visual AI tech to view your iPhone screen and work with any app. You can tap the Control Action button to activate the AI and get the image search results on Google or other search platforms. And you can even record any important event or date using ChatGPT to ask queries. iOS 26 also confirms the new Games app, and Apple is bringing more reasons for iPhone users to play games. And this platform will house all the recent playing history, personal recommendations, and a dedicated tab for arcade. You can even compete with friends and view their scores. And you now have Automix, music and lyrics pronunciation coming to Apple Music users this year. Pretty basic stuff and nothing that will get you excited. Apple is bringing live translation powered by its AI tech to calls, messages, and even FaceTime calls. It works even if you talk to people who don't use an iPhone. Apple is now letting you use AI to combine two emojis before sharing with friends. You also have the option to use ChatGPT styles to use and set on the profile. And the iOS 26 update will see users get a new unified layout for the phone app. And the favorite contacts will stay at the top, and the rest of the content will be summarized using Apple AI. You will also get call screening and hold assist coming to iPhone users. The iOS 26 update confirms a new camera app interface with easier ways to access the controls, change the video settings from the top of the screen. Much needed changes, especially with the settings. Will also connect with the new Photos app, Apple confirms. Apple says the new liquid glass design integrates across its products and platforms with Vision OS-like interface that fluidly adapts to your movement on the screen. Apple finally announces the iOS 26 update with its biggest design change since the iOS 7 version. The company says the stage is set for something new that will be there for years to come. Nan Craig Federighi previews the AI tools along with the private cloud data for AI that Apple introduced at the WWDC 2024 last year. He also says he is excited to talk about Siri AI but in the next year, which confirms the delayed release. WWDC 2025 starts with the Apple exclusive F1 movie that will be available across platforms. WWDC baby, Apple CEO Tim Cook is here to kickstart the WWDC 2025 keynote where we will see what the company has been cooking for the last 12 months. Apple is still lagging behind in the AI race, but its privacy pitch is on point once again. The company has developed its private computing cloud where the AI data will be processed. Apple does allow you to share data with external servers without any role or guarantee about how it is handled. 15 minutes till we see Tim Cook make his way to the WWDC 2025 keynote. Nan the WWDC 2025 keynote is less than 30 minutes from now, and the excitement is surely building out here. We can't wait to see what Apple has in store for us this year. Apple and OpenAI confirmed their deal at the WWDC last year, and we could see a similar move from the company, either with Google or Perplexity at the WWDC 2025 keynote. Apple needs third-party AI support to keep its users happy, and these deals help its lack of AI push this year. PS we're less than an hour away from news like these and more from the WWDC 2025 keynote. The WWDC 2025 keynote is unlikely to have big hardware announcements this year, even though we have seen the brand bring new products to the event previously. There are rumors about a new HomePad device unveiled, but software should be the main focus. Nan the news about iOS 19 being replaced with iOS 26 did catch everyone by surprise, but it is clear that Apple needed a big overhaul with the new version, especially to show us the future iPhone roadmap for the market. Also, less than 2 hours to go for the WWDC 2025 keynote. watchOS 26 might not be making the headlines ahead of the WWDC 2025 keynote, but Apple Watch users will be hoping for improved features and health-centric upgrades with the new models and the existing versions as well. One more new iOS 26 feature will automatically sync the public Wi-Fi networks and register with all the devices running on the latest iOS version. The details are limited, but we could hear more about it later today. The full iOS 26 release is not expected till the iPhone 17 series launch later this year, but the WWDC 2025 keynote will give us details about the iOS 26 developer beta that should be available this week itself. Apple CEO Tim Cook has shared his customary tweet before the big WWDC 2025 keynote, which is now over 2 hours away. See you soon WWDC 25. pic.twitter.com/3jqcgvp Tim Cook Tim_Cook June 9, 2025. Nan we've mostly focused on the iOS 26 version and the rumored AI features, but iPad users could also have something new in the form of better integration with Macs, which is equally vital for Apple's iPad push. Apple hopes to compete with OpenAI and Google, but its early releases have been underwhelming and the Siri AI version is further delayed. WWDC 2025 is unlikely throw up any big AI news, but the company should have something to build on for the next years. Nan Apple WWDC 2025 teaser comes with tagline "Sleek Peek," which has got people wondering if we could see the iPhone 17 Air in some form later this evening. Well, the chances of Apple making it so obvious are slim, but we can dream. Apple could bring a new gaming hub that will give you access to scores of all players, content around games, the latest arcade titles, and let you download titles to the devices that are linked to your account. Nan Apple is likely to share the bad news about the iPhone users who won't be getting the iOS 26 update later this year. The iPhone XS and XR and the XS Max versions could be the latest on the chopping block. iOS 26 is expected to bring an AI-powered battery management system to give you longer battery life by studying your iPhone usage patterns and smartly tune its performance. iOS 26 will get a design overhaul, but Apple is widely tipped to introduce some new features. The camera app could be redesigned with better intuitive controls. Rumors suggest the new iOS 26 update will feature a design overhaul that will be called Solarium within Apple's corners. It could feature a new look UI that will focus on light and transparent elements. Apple WWDC 2025 edition will be live-streamed online and give a select group of people the opportunity to attend the event in person at the Apple Park in California. Latest blogs.